Hello, welcome to second part of Egypt Girl game character modeling tutorial. Let's make hand. Add your reference image. You can search on Google as a female hand reference image. Add cube, scale. Z to wireframe, add some loop cuts for it. With proportional edit, G to move your vertices for matching your reference image. S in y-axis top edges. Select faces. Don't forget to set the individual origin. Press I twice for inset, E to extrude, and E to extrude again. In wireframe, G to move the correct place. For thumb, E to extrude. Add 3 loop cuts for all fingers. Middle of the edges, you can G to move in Z-axis a bit and scale for naturally blobby look. In sculpt mode, you can grab some part of it and give some smooth with holding shift. Add subdivision surface modifier to this. You can add some loop cut, the bottom part of it. Scale and rotate your hand. For natural curvy look, you can choose your vertices in wireframe. Select bottom face of the hand and delete faces. Right-click, loop tool, circle. And scale. Give finger shape like that. Ctrl J to join these meshes together. We have to match our vertex count with arm and hand. For this, in the hand, choose some vertex and M at center. When it's become equal, right-click loop tool, bridge. Our hand is ready. You can smooth and scale some vertices of it. Let's make foot. Add cube, scale. Add 2 loop cut in x-axis and 1 loop cut in y-axis. E to extrude some face of it. With the knife tool, cut for the fingers area. G twice for slide your edges. Select your faces. Press I twice for inset, G to move in y-axis, and E to extrude. You can scale some fingers and Z to wireframe. You can set your vertices like that. Add subdivision surface modifier and shade smooth. Add an edge line for back of it. Give a bit curvy look. Select top faces and delete them. Right-click, loop tool, circle. Ctrl J to join them. For matching your vertex count, after that, choose your edge lines with Alt and Shift. Right-click, loop tool, bridge. Our foots are ready now. You can give some curvy natural look Let's make ears for this. Scale your reference image. In the block shape, choose these faces, eye inset and eye to inset again. Choose around the face line, E to extrude and rotate in Z-axis. Inner part of it, eye inset again. And bottom part of face, eye inset again. E to extrude, S to scale. Give a round shape with playing your vertices. In top part of the face, I to inset again. G to move a bit in X-axis. With the subdivision surface, it will look like that. Choose your ear and S to scale a bit. You can add another loop cut to back of it. S to scale and give shape like that. You can add another loop cut to your body, the middle of the ear. You can play with inner vertices like that. You can add more loop cuts for easy shaping of it. In the front view, numpad 1, you can rotate and scale your ears like that. Let's make clothes. We will make a bit bikini top. It will look like that, but Egypt style. Select some faces of your bodies. Shift E to duplicate, P for selection. You can scale your edges and play with your vertices. For which look you want to give it. You can dissolve some edges or you can add another's, how you want. Fit this top cloth to your character's body. Select all faces with A, E to extrude, right click and Alt S to scale. You can add another loop cut for giving sharp edges. In sculpt mode, with the grab tool, you can give some smooth shape like that. With holding shift, you can give smooth to your cloth. Let's make a bit longer front of your cloth. Choose edges, E to extrude in Z-axis, add some loop cuts, and G to move in Y-axis. You can give some skirt look to your bikini top, or I can say that is, I think, the blouse. For back part of it, you can make same thing with extrude. You can press G twice for slide your edges and vertices. For bottom clothes, choose some faces. Shift it to duplicate, P selection. Scale your vertices to fit your character's body. With A, select all faces, E to extrude, right click and Alt S to scale for this. You can add another loop cut. I don't make any extra thing in here. I'm only place and scale vertices on it. Let's make extra detail like a belt. Select faces, shift it to duplicate, P for selection again. And S to scale. You can move your vertices like that. In top of the blouse, choose side faces, Shift E to duplicate, P4 selection, and make same process for this. You can add some loop cuts, like that. We will give gold color to them. You can add solidify modifier to your belt and the other part of clothes. Let's make sandals. Add plane, scale, and E to extrude some edge lines for fitting like the foot shape, a bit roundy and curvy. You can add another loop cut to this. Give shape like that. And E to extrude faces. Add subdivision surface modifier. For bands and side part of the sandal, I can say that. Add plane and E to extrude. Choose back edge line and E to extrude again. G to move side vertices like that. And scale. For other part of it, select faces, Shift it to duplicate, P4 selection. You can scale it like that. We will connect them. For toes part, add loop cut and E to extrude some part of it. Like that. Add subdivision surface modifier to this. Ctrl J to join these two parts of. E to extrude an edge. Merge at center. Our sandals is ready. You can shape it like that. Select all faces with A, E to extrude, right click, and Alt S to scale. Make same method to this. You can add another loop cut for sharp edge lines. For make details, add loop cut, Ctrl B to bevel, E to extrude, right click, Alt S to scale, and add some loop cut again with the same method. For arm accessoire, select faces again, Shift D to duplicate, P selection. We will make same method for all accessoires. For necklace, we will make same thing. Shift D to duplicate, P4 selection. You can scale some part of it. You can add details with Ctrl B to bevel, E to extrude, right click, Alt S to scale, and add loop cut. Let's make hair. Add curve, circle, add curve, path. In the path, geometry settings. Under the geometry, object, choose your Bezier curve. In tab to edit mode, you can give shape like that. For your hair, it will affect the path. I want a straight hair like Egypt pharaoh style. Alt S to scale to your path curve. Place it to your character head. In tab to edit mode, with proportional edit, don't forget to activate it. You can G to move your hair like that. You can decrease resolution of it. Add mirror modifier for sides, hair bangs. Continue to Shift it to duplicate when mirror modifier is active. If it's turned weirdly, you can correct it, Ctrl T. for giving your own rotation for this. Continue Shift E to duplicate. For upper part of the hairs, for hide the top head, you can Shift E to duplicate another hair pieces and G to move in here. All hair will look like that. I recorded to forget in here. For this I can explain it. I down the resolution of the curves. After that, choose curve piece, right click and convert to mesh. After that it will look like that, but it will be too heavy for game and animation. So I will make it like a hair card, but not actually. You can dissolve some edges like that for make lighter of the hair. I tidy up all hairs like that. I deleted bottom part of them. It will look like a plane, and after that we will join all hair together. I selected all faces. Ctrl and box select. You can unselect your top faces. You can delete inner part of it. As I couldn't explain it, but you see how to make it. You can delete some unnecessary parts of the hair. Let's make hair accessoire. For this, at Bezier curve, we will roll it around our head. Tap to edit mode. You can rotate and scale some part of it. Continue to give shape with subdivide. Choose some vertices and right click subdivide. Continue to extrude it. In curve setting, decrease resolution, give some depth for it. I like this. Right click the curve and convert to mesh. You can bridge back part of it. Let's add little charm to our hair accessoire. Add plane and rotate in y-axis 45 degree. I to insert middle of it and delete face. Give some extrude and bevel. Let's make eyelashes. For this, choose some faces around the eyelid. Shift E to duplicate. P for selection. Rotate and scale your eyelashes. For fit your character eyes. G to move and place it. Don't forget to add mirror modifier. For eyebrow, we add plane. Give a shape like an eyebrow, like this. And place it to your character's forehead. Add subdivision surface modifier and E to extrude all faces in y-axis. And add this to mirror modifier again. Ctrl A to apply all modifiers to your character. We will unwrap it. Choose neck edge line, right click and mark seam. For the chin, mark seam again. Choose some edge line for top of the head, mark seam again. Around the lip hole, we will make same thing. For hands, make it like that. For arms, make this process like this. Continue to add mark seam for good unwrap how you want. In UV Edit tab, A to select all, U unwrap or UV unwrap map will look like that. In Texture Paint, we will add new texture base color. Add color palette, new. Don't forget to check X symmetry. Choose a new color from your color palette and decrease strength. For the brush, give some color to your character face. For lips, choose more reddish color like that. With smear and soften brush, you can make it a smooth look. In viewport, it will look like that. Don't forget to extrude for inner lips. E to extrude in y-axis, S in z-axis, E to extrude again, and F to fill it. G to move your vertices for round shape like that. Unhide your all accessory and hairs. Give hair black color. For eyelashes and eyebrows, choose same thing. For accessory, I set it like a gold color with increased metallic and decreased roughness. You can set second gold color like that. For sandals, I give brown leather type of the color. For clothes, you can unwrap with Smart UV project and in Texture Paint add new texture. For a bit dark green, you can paint it like edges of your clothes. It will look like a bit fabric. For eyes, add two material, eyes and iris. Select middle face of the eyes, E to extrude, G to move in y-axis. In Shading tab, add gradient texture and add color ramp, connect them together. Gradient texture, set spherical. For mapping node, we will activate it with Ctrl T. Set your texture coordinates UV to mapping vector and gradient texture, don't forget to choose spherical. Set your X and Y location -0.5. For iris, you can scale your X value. Add third color variation for your character and you can set it what you want to add. Decrease roughness. Let's set our render scene. Add a plane. Set your area lights. In Shading tab, World section, you can increase your background strength like that. You can get cycles or Eevee renders. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. See you later in new modeling character tutorials. Bye!